Hugo Lloris. I ummed and ahed for a bit with regards to Hugo Lloris' placement in this video, given that the Frenchman is a World Cup winner who has won 114 caps for the strongest national team on earth right now, whilst also having dropped a few clangers in recent times at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Lloris is now in his 8th season at Tottenham, and he has undoubtedly proved to be an excellent signing for just €15 million. Appointed as Spurs' club captain in 2015 following the departure of Yunus Kabul, Lloris is obviously a very talented goalkeeper, but I don't believe he is dependable enough to be described as truly world-class. As such, the 33-year-old takes 5th place for me, although I'm sure many of you would be inclined to disagree. 4th, Cesar Azpilicueta. Talking of brilliant signings made by Premier League clubs from Ligue 1 clubs, Cesar Azpilicueta joined Chelsea from Marseille for just £7 million in 2012, meaning that he has to go down as one of the finest bargains of the Abramovich era at Stamford Bridge. Azpilicueta has since played 374 games for Chelsea, winning their Players Player of the Year award in 2013-14 and replacing Gary Cahill as the Blues club captain ahead of this season. Azpilicueta isn't the quickest or most physically dominant, but he reads the game well, he rarely makes mistakes, and he can cover at left back, right back, and centre back with equal aptitude. 3rd, Jordan Henderson. If this video were ranked on performance or importance to a team over the last 2 seasons, Jordan Henderson would come out on top. The Englishman was superb for Liverpool last season as the club won the Champions League and amassed 97 points in the Premier League, and he has been just as impressive this season, with the club all but having confirmed a first league title during the Premier League era. Henderson has had to graft at Liverpool since his arrival from Sunderland as a 20-year-old, even resisting a move to Fulham at one time, and he's now central to Jurgen Klopp's side. Henderson has captained Liverpool since Steven Gerrard left the club in 2015, and he may well go on to captain the club to more success than the man who preceded him. 2nd, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I was really torn between who to put top between the top 2 in this video, although I was in no doubt as to who made the top 3, just their order. In the end, it is Arsenal captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang who has to settle for the runners-up position. Arsenal haven't had a brilliant time of things since Aubameyang arrived at the club in January 2018, but that is hardly the fault of the Gabonese international who couldn't have done much more than he has at the Emirates. Aubameyang has scored 61 goals in 97 games for the Gunners, including 49 in 75 in the Premier League. He was the division's joint top scorer last season, and he trails only Jamie Vardy in the scoring charts this season. Quick, intelligent in his movement, and lethal in terms of first-time finishes, Aubameyang's Arsenal future may be uncertain, but he has captained the club since Granit Xhaka was stripped of the armband earlier this season. 1st, David Silva. One could argue that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is a more effective footballer than David Silva these days, although even that would be up for debate. But in terms of talent, Silva is still untouchable as far as Premier League captains are concerned. This is of course David Silva's final season at Manchester City, but that is wholeheartedly a decision of his own making. And following his performances this season, Pep Guardiola is likely wishing he had the Spaniard for at least another season. Silva is, simply put, one of the finest footballers of the Premier League era. Tireless, creative, and so assured on the ball, Silva has put in some of the finest individual performances I have ever seen in the Premier League. He captains Man City following Vincent Kompany's departure last summer, and just as the Belgian did, Silva will leave a big hole that Pep Guardiola will have to plug.